Welcome back to a brand new episode of the AJ Show, and on this episode, it is the AJ Show Direct. All right, so giving you some updates on what's going on in our corner of the world. So as always, get yourself a beverage, sit back, relax, and let's dive into what's happening. This is a Festivus moment right here. Festivus was just yesterday. Where's my post? Eggman sucks. He doesn't deserve his doctorate. He doesn't. How was the island? All right, I figured it was time to do another AJ Show Direct since we are at the halfway point of the year. 4th of July has come and gone, and I've been on vacation this past week. So it's been a good time. So just kind of recap of some of that real quick. Of course, you saw our prior episode. We went to St. Louis to go visit the Arch. That was a fun experience. Getting to go up into it and all that. So it was a very, very fun time there. We had some tire trouble though during that time. So kind of give you the quick version. That morning when we were started hitting the road after we got out of the hotel and checked out, we had a low tire pressure in our front passenger tire. So we stopped and got aired up. All was well. Got caught in a thunderstorm. Made it to the Arch. Skies were pretty well clear. Of course, then it poured down rain afterwards. And then we got to the car and we started driving again. And all of a sudden, tire pressure is low again. So like, great, I bet we have a slow leak. And so, you know, we went about to 3 different places to see if we can get our tire either like patched or something, if they can get us in real fast. Nobody was open to taking bookings same day. When I went to, there was only 2 people working at the shop. Even though they were advertising free tire inspections on their sign, I think they should take that sign down because, well, obviously their team no-showed that day. I kid you not. They all no-showed. That's what the guy told me. His employees no-showed him. I don't know what was happening at that tire shop, but you got to get your stuff fixed there. And then we went to Walmart in Wentzville, and, you know, they said they would do it, but they had no technicians working today. What was happening? I have no idea what was going on with those things. So I said, point me to the aisle with the tire pumps, and I'm going to buy one of those and hope for the best. And we made it home safely. It took us 5 hours, 2 extra hours, because we were running around trying to figure out things. And so we got that patched on Monday, the day of the 4th of July, at our local Walmart here in town. And then, of course, I took it in for an oil change and tire rotations at my scheduled appointment that I had originally with the dealership. So all was well. So we did celebrate 4th of July at my parents' house, shot some fireworks, blew some stuff up. Again, in the prior episode, you can check all that out in our last episode. Then we went to summer camp this week. Summer camp, Kids Camp 2022, or 2022. I don't know why I said 2022 whenever I usually say 2022. Weird. Anyways, so we go to church camp at River Point Christian Camp down in Stillville, Missouri. Church we usually head down there. This year we're just Ryder and myself for this one. This is Ryder's first time going, and so this is his first camp experience. And I said, you know what, I'll go with you. And it was just us 2 that went. Nobody else came. That's okay. So we just had a father and son time this week, hanging out, being a counselor, one of the counselors in our dorm, with the other churches mixed in there. And we had a great time. We had a fun activities, a lot of great experiences. The services were great. The devotional time was awesome. Food's great, even though my son, God bless him, eating kids and eating, you know, it's a struggle sometimes. And yeah, it was a struggle. So we had to make do with what we had and make sure he ate something. I didn't care what it was, as long as you're eating, as long as you're staying hydrated. It's all that matters this week. Just want to make sure you're taken care of. And of course, a lot of assisting of where to go. Hoping a lot of kids on where to go, where they need to be. making their beds, getting some guidance. There's a lot of first-time campers too, even first-time counselors too. So a lot of rope showing for me, and so just kind of helping them out. It's like, hey, this is what's taking place. This is how this goes down. All the fun stuff at camp. So, but kids camp was a great experience. Awesome time. Everybody was great. Reconnected with people I hadn't seen in a long time, and met some new friends as well along the way. So shout out to Brandon, Becca, Kelly, camp directors, all the staff, the interns. Amazing, phenomenal week of camp. And good luck with the next 2 weeks of camp. I'm sure it'll be a blast as well. So summer camp, encourage it. Highly recommend it. Be there, all right? Real Life Church, kids, get on board. Parents, get on board with this, all right? Maybe we didn't promote it enough. Maybe we didn't fully explain it enough. But plan for next year. We'll make sure, we get all info and resources to you all at Real Life Church for next year. So summer camp is awesome time for your kids to grow in God. Plans for the remainder of the year with the AJ show, of course. I got a few things we're going to be doing. Some goals in mind, of course. I'm going to be doing I decided to, at the beginning of the year, not to do a 1-year challenge for workouts. I'm going back on that now. I'm going to do for the remainder half of the year a 100-day challenge. It's doable. Let's do it up. So I'm going to start that today. So 100-day challenge. I'm going to begin with today, day 1. For workouts, we're looking at resistance bands training, slam ball, the punching bag in the garage, DDP yoga, all sorts of stuff. Just trying to get it in better shape. Of course, we definitely want to work on the nutrition side as well. The struggle is still there for that. The struggle is still there for nutrition, and we're working towards that. Of course, other goals, I've picked up back on reading on books again. Just finished one recently, working on another one, and I got a couple others I got my eye on. I'm looking at picking up here soon once I finish this other one I'm working on. So we're going to continue to do some good reading. Of course, this was also a book I finished too. This is, if you remember 2 episodes ago when I talked about Sonic the Hedgehog books, well, I finally found the prequel on Amazon. I got for $1.50 plus shipping. So that's like $5. $5 total I paid for this used book, and they said it was average condition, and yep, it's definitely a lot better condition to the 2 books I own, for sure. But so we'll talk about this in a later episode, kind of give you the rundown on this book. I did find out there are several other ones, so I might have to be doing some Amazon shopping here shortly to get the other ones. So there's that. So also, Sonic Origins came out on the Switch. We'll be talking about that. The remakes of Sonic 1, 2, CD, and Sonic 3 Knuckles. HD quality. Of course, the 3 out of the 4 were inspired, of course, off of Christian Whitehead's remakes of those classic games on iOS, which I did talk about those in prior reviews. But we're just kind of doing overall review of what's different, what's changed, point out what's all new with all the classic Sonic game series. And then, of course, we're going to talk about Sonic Mania. That game probably does need a review, and we'll get that in there. November, looking at Zelda month. Yeah! And we're going to be focused on Breath of the Wild. We're just going to do a multi-episode on Breath of the Wild, talk about different things with this game. Why is it so amazing? Why is it my top #1 game of all time for Legend of Zelda series? We'll explain all of that, of course, in November. And got some Halloween episodes kind of looking at, see what I'm going to do this year. I did Castlevania 1 and 2 the last couple years. Maybe do another Castlevania game. We may do Bloodstain. All right, we'll talk about that. Or maybe we'll just do a Halloween movie review, too. I don't know. Some ideas I'm just bouncing around with my head. Of course, there's a couple of other product reviews I'm going to be talking about that I have recently purchased and want to talk about as well. So those are the game plans for the AJ show coming up in the next latter half of the year, and some personal goals I'm working on, and other things I have in the works as well. So that being said, this has gone on long enough. Have yourselves a fantastic weekend. Stay safe out there and take care.